Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Grab your cup. Welcome, welcome. We are going to get settled in and we're going to talk about spiritual loneliness. Which is comes up a lot through your own inner work sometimes, right? And working with spirit. So grab your cup. Let's get started. I'll wait for a few of you to come hang out with me. Good morning, Shelly. Hello. Good morning, Linda. Hi, everybody. Hi, Trey. Gosh, can you see the steam? Look at the steam coming off the cup. I love coffee. All right. Hi, Lisa Jean. Good morning. Hi, Natalie. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So let us talk about spiritual loneliness. You know, as you walk your path, right? You start to tune in. Maybe you've been meditating, looking at your thought patterns, working on removing your blocks. More people are leaving. Some people are coming in. But you tend to feel this loneliness, right? And I want to see hearts if you can relate to this. Thank you, Linda. I want to see hearts if you can relate and connect to this. Because this loneliness starts to set in. And the more we do the spiritual work, sometimes the less support you feel, right? You feel less supported with the people around you. And it can create more loneliness. It can create a sadness within you. And sometimes what we're going through as spiritual light workers, sometimes what we're going through, you can't really share with everybody. They may not understand it. They may not connect, or it's not relatable to them. And so therefore you kind of have to hold things in. You find yourself holding in your feelings, holding in your thoughts. Sometimes you experience people that you thought were your friends or were there for you, and you realize as you grow that they're not there, that they're not supporting you. So there's a lot of loneliness on this path of self-discovery, of self-evolvement, of soul evolvement. And so the important part of this, and sometimes this is the hardest thing, right? But the important part is to find that fulfillment within yourself and within your connection to your higher self. When you are connected to your higher self and allow that higher self to nurture the physical self, you will feel less alone. You'll feel that warmth. You'll feel that care. You'll feel that compassion. And it is also important to find those people in the physical realm that truly are there for you. And that will be there for you. Because again, as you continue, it may kind of get lonelier and lonelier. Is that a word? More and more lonely. There you go. More and more lonely. And it's a tough place to be. It's a tough place to be because, you know, I feel that we should all have someone we can talk to. We should all have that person that you can vent if you need to vent, right? That you can just get things off your chest if you need to. But not everyone has that luxury. And so allowing yourself the period of saying, all right, the more work I do, I may become more lonely in that process. And it doesn't have to be that way forever. It can simply be that way while you're finding, while the energy is shifting, while those who are not truly there start to leave your world, and as you start to sort out who comes in. And sometimes it really is going to be about that quality, not quantity, of connections and friends and supportive network. But as you start to really work on yourself and work on that connection and work on tuning into your senses, expanding your awareness, right? That loneliness will start to settle in because you're in your space. You're in that quiet space. You're in that space of reflection. You're in that space of being. So sometimes, you don't have those distractions to say, hey, here's a great TV program. Let's get you distracted. When you're really in that silence, that loneliness may be pounding and overwhelming. One thing to do here too is you can't fold in like don't be a flower on the wall. You have to be proactive in finding those people around you that you can truly connect with, that you can truly resonate with, and that are there for the right reasons and not the reasons of using you to either get ahead or using you to get something from you. It is about finding those true and organic relationships. And sometimes they take a little time. Sometimes they take a while to find those true people. And they're there. So we can't have this cloak of bitterness, right? You're gonna feel betrayed at some point, I'm sure, if you haven't already. You're gonna feel used at some point, right? If you haven't already. It's about not letting that knock down your optimism and your hope and your belief in yourself that you do have something to offer and to give, and that you do have the ability to have a nurturing relationship. And we all can have that. And that spiritual loneliness, as you grow and develop, try not to allow it to push you out of your growth, push you out of your expansion. We're here to expand. We're here to grow. We're here to be. And we are here to work with one another, to be connected. So don't lose that connectiveness as a protective layer, right? Sometimes, don't lose that ability to reach out and say, let me be there and let's be friends and let's do this together because you've been hurt. Same thing as in a romantic relationship, right? People who've been hurt, they tend to kind of close down. Let's not close down, expand, but use that spidey sense to tune in as to who you can trust, who will be there for you, who will show up. And really look at someone's actions and words. How are they speaking to you? Are they taking these subtle digs? Are they taking these little things that are showing you? Are you feeling jealousy from them? Now, sometimes jealousy from a person is not terrible. If you can feel it, you can acknowledge it. Now, if that jealousy is meant to kind of bring you down, then yeah, that's a relationship to maybe take a look at. But sometimes someone just has some jealousy and that's their own stuff they need to work on. They're not trying to bring you down or belittle. That's just them. That's okay too. You can keep those relationships, right? Relationships in this spiritual journey are going to take work. They're going to take probably more work than maybe a regular relationship. And the reason is because your senses are heightened, your awareness is expanded. Overall, you're way, way more sensitive. So little things are going to hit you in the heart a little harder. They're going to feel a little more painful. I'm just asking you not to shy away from that pain, not to close down from that pain, because it is easy to do. We all want to do it, right? But when you can expand your aura, expand your beautiful light, and find someone who resonates energetically, then you're going to bring in those people. They're going to be there for you. And you're going to be able to work through that loneliness. So again, just with the part that's really hard is with the loneliness is finding that comfort and that companionship from your higher self. Your higher self will never abandon you. Your higher self will never, ever betray you. Your higher self will never talk behind your back. Your higher self will always be loyal and be your biggest fan. You just have to listen to it. The ego, the ego is another story. So when it's your ego, know and recognize and acknowledge it's the ego. swallow it, breathe through it, and go to that higher self. Yes, Judy, I totally get that. I understand it. Judy's got a friend doing this to her right now, and it does hurt, and it is upsetting. But when we can look at where someone comes from, where is it being derived from, that may at least help you process it. As always, we cannot take the actions and words of others personally. We just can't. Whatever they're doing, it is a projection of their own self. And it's the same with you. So allow your heart to expand. Know that spiritual loneliness is not just you. There's a lot of us that go through it. And as you progress through your journey, as you progress through your evolvement, that loneliness may come in and come out and come in and come out at different phases. Also know and trust that your spirit team may be creating a little bit of this loneliness because they want you to reflect. They want you to really look at who's in your life and where you are, and take an opportunity. Look at it as an opportunity to say, all right, is there something more I need? Is there something more I need to give? And knowing that can help pull you out of that loneliness, okay? So listen to your team, listen to your higher self, and really know, again, that you're not alone, all right? So I hope this helps. It seems like it's helped a few of you, so there you go. Yes, Jacqueline, it is hard not to stay quiet sometimes, but you have to at times. There are times when we do need to. All right, everybody, lots of love to you, all right? Join me Thursday night on air. We have the LWI SSD Summit students. They're going to be in the studio with me. We're going to have a great time. We're going to take some callers on air. So don't forget to join me. And remember, everybody, shine your light and shine it bright. There's also, if you kind of want to do a little training or whatever, I have the online classes. If you're not in LA, you can just watch them. They're pre-recorded. They're like $20. You can't beat it. Anyhow, feel free to share, everybody. Sharing is caring. Lots of love. I have so much exciting stuff coming up. I can't wait to share with you. Lots of love, everybody. Bye-bye.